welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense will get the first swing of the game. Big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Safe completion on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Agnew. Stumbled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to...
He's loose on the left. And I catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Knowles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pulls and fired complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
At the 35, he's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that. knocked down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Give to the running back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him the bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to sling it on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Flips it out on the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked...
Pulls it in down the sideline. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He's got him.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Toss sweep to the left. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have it with a first and goal. The give from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Bunch formation for these receivers. It's a draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Dropping back, it's Berry. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hands it off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Going downfield for the big play. Makes it around to the 25, and there's room. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. What a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not as natural for him. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense uses their... Time out of the half as they try to get their act together. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Lets it fly. Looking to get it in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 15 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. It's complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
15 more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That should be the final play of the first half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going deep, and that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do...
There he goes! He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Florida State, 38. NC State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Great place to start for this offense. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Motion from the wideout. Here comes the option. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sperry. Zings it complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida State! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Another look just to confirm everything. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Under fire. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They punted away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The lone back's got it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Really great job of awareness by the defense that time. They found the ball. They found the jet sweep. And how about the speed, being able to corral the ball carrier, get him down for a short gain.
Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity. Third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit, too, and got to hold on to that thing.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Berry. He's got it.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Black 14.
They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back. Get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
To the air, it's Berry. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to pass on second down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
NC State 17.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming, they have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them, all passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. That pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
To throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere. Oh, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're working that left side, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yard. Really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll go to the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw, it's Dishman. Floating away. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Hunt is on its way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed near the marker is Ali. They'll make the stop, but that first down onto ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Dishman. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Noles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.